Hello everyone, thanks for tuning into this video. Today I'm going to discuss magnetoresistance, and before starting the lecture I would request you to subscribe my channel if you haven't already done. And In this lecture let's start with magnetoresistance and then we will discuss types of magnetoresistance. So firstly, what is magnetoresistance? It is the tendency of a material which is often ferromagnetic to change the value of its electrical resistance in an externally applied magnetic field. So here uh, we are applying a magnetic field to a current carrying ferromagnetic material, and this results in the change of resistance, electrical resistance, and this is termed as magnetoresistance. And this effect was first observed by Lord Kelvin in 1856, but he was unable to lower the electrical resistance by more than 5%. So here the change in resistance is only 5% uh, when it was initially observed. And Lord Kelvin, experimented with the pieces of iron and discovered that the resistance increases when the current is in the same direction as magnetic force. So when we apply a magnetic field, then it will then it will develop magnetic force. The developed magnetic force is perpendicular to the direction of magnetic field, and in this case he observed that resistance increases when the current is in the same direction as the magnetic force, and it will decreases when the current is at 90 degrees to the magnetic force. So initially discovered with the pieces of iron, but later he then did the same experiment with nickel, and he found that it was affected in the same way. But here in this case, the magnitude effect was greater. So here the magnitude of magnetoresistance is greater in this case because the nickel is more magnetic more has more magnetic nature than iron. That's why the effect is also more profoundly uh, displayed. And here this effect is referred to as anisotropic magnetoresistance, which is termed as AMR. Now, so the applied magnetic field causes a Lorentz force which will act on the moving charge carriers, and depending on the field's orientation it may result in the resistance to these charge carriers flow. So next is anisotropic magnetoresistance. Here AMR is the effect. This is found only in ferromagnetic materials, whereas other types of magnetoresistance like GMR and TMR, that is giant magnetoresistance, tunnel magnetoresistance, that can be seen in other types of materials also. So now here, so here the electrical resistance increases when the direction of current is parallel to the applied magnetic field. So electrical resistance increases when the direction of current is parallel to the applied magnetic field, or you can say current direction is perpendicular to the magnetic force. Okay, because magnetic force is direct perpendicular to applied magnetic field. So now in the nextly we see that the change in the material's electrical resistivity depend on the angle between the direction of current and the ferromagnetic material's magnetization. That is that depends on the applied magnetic field. So here ferromagnetic materials magnetization and current direction, and the angle between them, this electrical resistivity is depending on. And because of this effect, it is possible to develop sensors for monitoring the orientation of magnetic fields based on the AMR effect. So based on the AMR effect, the we can develop the sensors which can detect the change in resistance and change in the, so based on the change in the resistance we can find the orientation of magnetic fields. And however, the resistance change associated with AMR effect is quite small, and it is typically, mostly it is of the order of 1 to 2%, but it may go up to 5% also in some rare cases. So as this anisotropic magnetoresistance is very small, it is not much explored. So that's why we are going for GMR and TMR, where GMR is joint magnetoresistance and TMR is tunnel magnetoresistance. So in the further lectures, I will discuss GMR and TMR in very detail, uh, covering every aspect of it, uh, how it is originated and how this effect is developed, and on what principle and on what principle GMR and TMR effect are developed, and their differences, etc., can be studied in the next lectures. So, please like this video. Please give a thumbs up if you like this video, and check my further lectures on GMR and TMR also. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you in the next.